All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back for is this week 2 of Something to Tell Tuesdays. Excited to share another little section of the book with you. I appreciate you all voting on Twitter. I'm a little worried about today's segment, but that's all right. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope that you are thinking about how you're using your voice these past couple months. I was just thinking today, so I was trying to figure out what to say. I sort of am thinking about online activism, which I think for many people is performative. Sort of like using your voice. You really have to use your voice and tune that instrument, but it's also important to rest your voice. And so I hope, I'm not calling anybody out, I promise, but I see a lot of folks having arguments online or talking about things that aren't necessary right now. And you shouldn't be relitigating old arguments or primaries. You should be making sure that your voice is being used for good right now. So as we're all spending more time inside, spending more time on social media, I hope you're just taking care of yourself, and I hope you're taking care of the people around you. That's my little political thing of the day. Thanks for joining me to talk about the book. This is really exciting. I believe it's 7 weeks to go until publication, which is nerve-wracking because I'm a little bit scared to share it with the rest of the world. I spent a lot of time writing these stories and sifting through the stories and deciding what makes the book and what gets cut from the book and what should I share with the world and what should I open up about. Even though I was pretty vulnerable out on the campaign trail with a lot of these stories, I wanted to make sure that I was having a chance to tell my story from my point of view. So I hope if you haven't yet, you'll please pre-order the book, and if you do, please shop local. There's a tremendous platform called Bookshop. You can search for your local bookstore and purchase the book through them. So yes, I know the book is a teeny bit cheaper on that one website that we won't mention. But if you have some spare change, please support your local bookstore. I'm very excited to do an event in September with our local bookstore here in South Bend, and they really need you right now. So please use Bookshop. You can go to the link in my bio, which will take you to a link to Bookshop. It's also on Twitter if you wish. Of course, there are already people asking where Pete is. That's my life. Pete is downstairs making dinner. So there, he's not going to be here, so you can leave if that's what you're here for. Golly. I'm just joking. All right, so tonight your poll was something awkward, campaign tales, dating misadventures, or flip to a random page. You will find all three of those things: awkwardness, campaign stories, and dating misadventures in the book. Oh, Shia Diamond's in here. Hi, Shia. I hope you all have listened to her new single, I'm America. It's amazing. Okay, so I have also been over on Goodreads, and if you use Goodreads, great website, I'm actually taking questions over there. So I answered a few questions from readers today about the writing process, and someone asked how I found the right tone for the book. And I don't consider myself much of a writer. Making it through grad school was pretty difficult. I love writing, and I loved working with my students on their writing. I don't consider myself a person that really should sit down and write a book, so this was pretty hard. And so for me, the goal of the book and how I pitched the book was, I just want people to feel like they're getting a cup of coffee with me. I want people to feel like we're grabbing a drink and I'm just telling you stories. And so for me to find even my own tone, I spent a lot of time walking around, taking long walks, walking Truman, but he can't do the long walks, and recording myself telling stories, because I found that my tone was actually different when I was telling the story versus trying to find the right prose on the page. And so that's what I hope you get out of the book. It reads nothing like trust, coming out in October by Pete Buttigieg, which I actually read a couple pages of the other day. And he amazes me with his writing, and it's also a little embarrassing for me. Okay, so today we're talking about dating misadventures. How fun. All right, so we're just going to do a paragraph. So, let's see. Chapter 8. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Are we ready for this? I just look up and I see someone's comment, Pete the cat. Okay, so dating misadventures. After some time, and much to my dismay, I returned to the exhausting world of dating. Ethan broke my heart. With him, things had finally started to make sense, but I knew I was ready to start again. Everything progressed much in the same way that it had before I met Ethan. Guys were willing to go on a series of dates, so long as I never expected anything beyond a cursory discussion of their favorite television shows or overpriced avocado toast. A few weeks into seeing someone, he invited me over for a few Will and Grace sessions. We drank wine, he was charming, but that's all it was. Wine and Will and Grace. No touching. Finally, after a few weekends of laughing and watching Jack and Karen hijinks while sipping Chardonnay, I asked, "So, what's going on here?" He then proceeded to tell me, are you ready for this? That he was just trying to figure out if he still loved his husband while they were on a break. I have never left an apartment faster. I may have left a shoe behind. Men. That's all I'm giving you. I can't go any further. So, dating misadventures. You'll find them in chapter 8. Oh, I can't believe I read it out loud. I guess I have to. Eventually. I'm recording the audiobook. So, if you want to hear me tell all of those stories, you can grab the audiobook. Thanks for tuning in. That's it. I know it's just one paragraph, but this is fun. We'll have another pull out next Monday for another little tidbit of the book. Why do men, right? Men. Honestly. So thank you, everyone. Please, if you can.